today. From Seattle, Washington, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over. Now Spears to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across. Come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The Spears with another carry. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 30. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the ref. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be deep in their own territory. Field ahead of them. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. And he's going to get this one across the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a yards there, a big one. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
And they'll let the fullback try and take a touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Defense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to set for this team, but it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for a second.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Touchdown of the season. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Oh, this is blocked. And the Seahawks have it. But he will not be able to bring this one back in the extra point.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. And the big boys up front. Now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Open man completes it to Claypool. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 3 catches, 71 yards, and a touchdown. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Bowman.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number one in everything they do, but he's on a strong year, and they want that to continue. But normally you see three tight ends. I know as a safety, when I scrimmage, instead they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31-yard scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Give him. They'll run with Dobbins. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will score. Touchdown to Hubbard with his second touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up. Rare, we just saw 2 of them by the same guy here.
And if you had him on your fantasy team, I'm hanging out with you now for stock tips.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 20 line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Throwing on first down. Godwin. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down. Looking to throw. Godwin. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Credit. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
They kept the
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is, oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is the big fella. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort, guards. And the Seahawks take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So the problem's really starting to add up now. I mean, they try the field goal in an effort to get a little bit closer, but the block and return make the situation worse.
I like what you just said there. Just trying to get a little bit closer. I think mentally wasn't going to do them a whole lot of good, but they feel better about themselves. Now they feel exponentially worse.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Chicago. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they... No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the back. Into perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Out. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead opens up now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
And they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Godwin. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point out is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of, team, add one, tell me once, when we're having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. As they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few.
Yeah, we dominate today. Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike 16, Mike 16.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. This time, the extra point up and good. And then the Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Offense ready to get this drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try.
The clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you either run another play or clock it and start over again.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet, or hopefully getting down in bounds. That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes.
2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Start to the season, 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still...
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown from 21 yards away. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And after the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Last week, not a pick six here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really got it done.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee. 5 at the line, prepping for their next drive.
Just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just... Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
This will be caught downfield by Moore. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. That's dreadful first half of football.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now.
We're going to skip halftime and get right back to
the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second.
Might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
On the slant, here's Smith-Njigba.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled the first half.
They'll run a draw now with Akers.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Going right back to Akers. Down to about the 37.
And that was a quality play. Line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there.
Setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
On the counter, this is Akers.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. It's a game after having 3 in the first half.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Akers. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all.
It's best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And they'll let their into the end zone. Touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line.
Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Books has just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock.
Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but we start to look towards the future.
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. Blowouts like this, no matter how the game looks on paper going in, this one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out took him a little too far. It's second down.
16 by Cowboy 80. That's what I do. Hey, check back 16. Check back 16.
Looking to throw. Godwin. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45. Gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Here's a give to Spears.
A beautiful fake.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 30.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, check back 16.
Operating from the gun. Godwin. And a quick throw here. That's complete. With 2 to go on second down. To throw on second down. Godwin.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And that'll the Seahawks 19. On 1st down. Godwin.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was all a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot.
Looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Siaki Ika picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example, simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
And he's got his man on the out route. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Up converting on 3rd and 15. On 1st and 10. Godwin. And his throw here's incomplete.
Things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Now a throw here to his running. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Down the left sideline.
deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Amon-Ra out of the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. It'll be a loss of... Operating from the gun, Godwin. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. And it's third down.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Mike's 13. Mike's 13. He's coming. He's coming.
Operating from the gun, Godwin. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown.
he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a sort of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Seahawks recede in this ball game as well. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And they leave them with a second and just a few inches left. They're going to look to throw. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It's a gain of 30. March toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick slant to Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought. It's that time and a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's at the line prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played. Continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Godwin over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And up to the 2nd down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Godwin. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him. 10. They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sims. 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Mike 13. He's coming. He's coming. Check him. Watch the pass. Mike 13. Mike 13.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ginn with a football at their own 20-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got a man complete. Down the right sideline. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is...
Let you get contributions from both sides of the ball. and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Been good, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the to get started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think they'll use his motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on first down. Godwin. That's caught by Sims. And they'll get for the 35. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Over the middle, complete. That's Turner. He'll be brought down 6.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football.